Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Shelter 2, The Perfect Start Full Game, Episode 3. Okay, we pick up where we left off. Our guys are just about to go out on an expedition. They've literally just started. Oh, look, there is a scrapyard over there. Something else to explore at some point. Let's skip forwards. Oh, we've just caught a rabbit. Lovely. Okay, we can leave everything at high speed, or we can slow it down, put it back to high speed, because of course George is currently fast asleep. What we will do is in this video we will skip through bits of the footage that I have. We've got an encounter, so let's go and deal with it. Okay, encounter in road with the New Order. Record show a pretty high reputation with the Order. Impressive stuff. Okay, trade. We don't actually have anything with us. Whoops. Okay, that's would have been nice to get some of those items, but unfortunately we have nothing to trade with. So, exit the trade. There we go. Disappointing we had nothing to offer you. Our supplies change regularly. Okay, fantastic. We didn't get a charisma boost either because we didn't actually trade anything. So, off we go, and let's skippy forwards again. Okay, so now we've searched the building. Let's see what items we've got. Okay, so we've got some leather, we've got some light bulbs. Ooh, 3-star backpack. Nice. And of course, radio, laptops, and games consoles. All worth taking. 2-star, yep, 3-star. Well, let's just take everything that we can. Everything that we want. Soap, food, wood, wool. Might as well take it all. And that as well, yep, and the tyres, and the nylon, and the pipe, and the silver, and the hinge, and everything else. Let's take as much as we can. We're pretty near to our weight limit now, so now let's be a bit more careful on what we take. There we go. Take as much as we can. We don't really leave too much stuff behind. And should we take a wooden crate? That can be recycled into wood. We've got some wood there as well, but it's 3-star, so we could probably do with some more 1-star. So let's take one of those. There we go. Confirm. Have a quick look around and close. Okay, George is currently repairing everything, so he's got a nice queue, and let's add harvest trap to the end of that queue. Craft items. At the moment we can't craft anything because we don't have anything. So close that back off. Let's upgrade the weather vane as well, maybe. Not yet. Okay. They're back from their quest, so now what we do is we take all, but we have maxed out our storage capacity. Whoops. So we need to build some more storage to be able to take all of the items. Now, do we want to dump stuff off? No, we'll just confirm, and what we'll do is we'll build the additional storage, and then we will be able to put those items into our shelter. First of all, get Katya to take a shower with soap. Let's have a look at Alistair. How's he doing? He's going to need to as well, but for now, oh, his craft is very low, isn't it? Not that it matters for storage, but 27 to 30. So Katya is our best crafter. We want to be able to build the big medium crate. So what we'll need to do is craft another hinge. So get that crafted and confirm. And then hit play. There we go. Get all this done. That's that built. Okay, so once she's out of the shower, she can craft an object. Not that one. Whoops. Tier 2. Scroll down, because that holds 650 in weight. We still can't do it, so get another one crafted. Because of course, although we had, it was the case of the 3-star one, it's not going to get used for a 1-star recipe. So there we go, get him to craft another one. That's done. Okay, we're already on Katya. Go up to the drafting table, craft object, tier 2, scroll down, there it is. Bish bash bosh, we'll put it next to the showers, doesn't really matter where it goes for now. So get that put in, there we go. Lovely, extra storage being created, and as soon as that storage is finished, what we need to do is get everything taken from the junk pile and get it dumped into our shelter. So go and take a shower. There's no soap left. Although I think there might be in the junk pile. Doesn't really matter though. And then go and drink water afterwards. Okay, let's speed up time. And she has finished the storage. Hit play. Right, what do we need her to do? We need her to go and eat some food. So open pantry. Okay. Craft item first, maybe. So we can do 1 piece of cooked meat and confirm. Then open pantry and eat some of the rations. So we'll go with the 3-star. That should sort out her hunger requirements. So everyone's going about and doing their business. He needs to use the toilet as well just after we've done the shower. Would have been better to do the toilet first because then you would have cleaned out the hygiene afterwards. But we live and learn. So remember, if you need toilet and shower, always do the toilet first because that increases your dirtiness, which then means if you shower first, then toilet, you're already putting yourself closer to needing another shower. Okay, junk pile. Take all. There we go. We now have everything in the shelter, so no one's going to be able to go out there and nick stuff from the junk pile. Just remember that your junk pile outside, if you do leave stuff in there, there is the chance that people are going to pop along and steal items from it. So you don't really want to leave stuff in your junk pile, apart from stuff maybe that you've got too much of and you want to get rid of. If you're feeling generous, you can give it to people in the wild. Okay, so recycle. We're going to recycle all the items that we picked up on the last expedition. So that's the games consoles, laptop, radio, TV, tyre, frying pan and wooden crate. So recycle. And of course at the moment it's still a physical labour job. We will get the recycler built as quickly as possible because the recycler is much better and gives you way more items when you recycle in comparison to doing it at the workbench. So we might as well set up another expedition. That is an outpost for the New Order. We've got a church there. We've never visited it. Let's have a look what else. There's a recycling centre there as well, so that could potentially have a lot of nice loot in it. So where do we go? Well, we'll close it for now. We'll think about it. Let's go back. Let's expand our shelter further, so craft another room. So for that, it's always the cement and wood that you need. Let's clear our notifications. And again, we haven't upgraded the weather vane yet, but we will. And also to unlock tier 2 items from your workbench, you need to upgrade 5 things within your shelter. So getting those upgrades done also helps you to unlock further construction options. Let's speed up time a bit, get them to do what they're doing. Right, okay, you're ready now. Off you go. You're going to go craft, then clean the table, and then doesn't really need a repair. Have a look how much fuel have we got. Not too bad. Okay. Get it done. That's it, George. You dig away. You excavate. Excavate that new room. Okay, Catcher, you continue to do what you're doing, recycling. Let's speed up time. We've still got that rabbit in the trap that needs to be harvested as well for some more meat. Right, Alistair is awake. What does he need to do? Okay, the next thing as well, before the end of this part 3, we'll get some, episode 3 even, we will get some better beds made as well, seeing as we have unlocked the tier 2, so it's worth doing. So go and eat that piece of meat. Okay. George, on the other hand, you can you're already off to clean the table. The broccoli is on its way to being grown, so that's not too bad. Let's get that trap harvested so that we've got the rabbit meat. There we go. He's repairing and cleaning the table while Alistair is sitting there eating his meal. That must be quite annoying for him. But no one minds. It's the post-apocalypse. Everyone's nice. And there is that bed that we want. So let's get that put in as well. That was handy. We already had the resources needed to construct it, so there was no hanging about. Get some water drunk after you've made that bed. Right, you go and harvest that trap. How's that doing? There's another rabbit there at the back as well, so hopefully once we've harvested this one, we will get another rabbit in the not too distant future. So 3 meat from that, lovely. Oh, the trap has disappeared. So craft item, so that was its last use. So confirm, cook that meat, and also we're going to need to build another trap as well. So George is making the bed. He's then going to have a drink of water. Then he'll be able to eat some of that meat because we've got 3 of it and it's all being cooked out. Katya is on her last task. So it's probably worth sending her to sleep actually, or feed her and then send her to sleep. So go and eat, and then wait for that bed to be ready, and then we can send her to sleep. So speed up time. There we go, bed's made. You can now go and sleep in it. And it's got a decent integrity to it as well, which is good because we use George. He's our most intelligent. Sorry, Catcher. Ooh, that's a good point actually. I may have just built that with the wrong person. Because I think Catcher is our #1 constructor, isn't she? Well, he's not too far behind, but at the same time, probably would have been better if we'd used Catcher to build that bed. But it's not the end of the world. It just means it has lower integrity, and we will be replacing it with comfy red beds as and when we are able to. Now you'll notice that one of those meats is 1 star and one is 2 star because we haven't cooked that much stuff yet, so we haven't got the chance of getting 3-star meals, because 3-star meals are much better than 1 or 2 star. Sustenance is the same, but obviously the effect of the food, you get mood boosts, so a 3-star meal is more likely to give a positive mood modifier. Let's upgrade the efficiency. No, that's the water purifier. Let's go up. We were talking about the wind vane, weren't we? So let's get it upgraded so that we've got a 2-day forecast. Yep, we've got enough circuit boards, we've got enough light bulbs. Off he goes, so he'll get that upgraded. Get stuff repaired. Again, go and have a sleep in the cot. Your sleep is barely progressed. So we'll get that upgraded, and then what we'll do is we'll skip a little bit further forwards again. So get another trap built as well. There we go, get that put there. And then once you've constructed that, mate, what we'll do is we'll skip a little bit further forwards. Because although there is a lot of stuff, so like maintaining their needs and everything else, what I want you to be able to see is all the important stuff of the game. So setting up another expedition. So we're going to send Catcher and George. So again, next. Then it's time for equipment and weapons. So weapons we can see already. And then you can put a filter in for equipment. Or you can just scroll through and find individual items. So we've got the knapsack there, and we've also managed to find that lovely school bag. So that's put our weight capacity up to 185. So a nice decent amount of weight that we can now carry. Now, do we want to take some stuff for trade? Potentially. So it's worth scrolling through to see what you've got that's worth trading. If you've got any extra books, so duplicates, they're worth taking with you for trade. But at the moment, because our shelter's still relatively new, we don't really have a lot of trade goods. So we could take the meat, but that's only worth 7.5 because it's 1 star. The baseball bat's worth 10. Yeah, we could take that. At least it's something to trade with. No, we'll put it back. It's not worth that much, is it? There's not really anything here. I mean, that's 22, but again, glass. Glass is worth 5, and we've got quite a lot of it, so let's take some of that with us. There we go. And yep, we've got the weapon, we've got the bag. That is the best bag that we've got. Okay, next. Now we decide on the route. So where are we going to go? Well, we know there's that church that we've never visited, so maybe that's worth a visit. Or we could go the opposite side to the scrapyard. No, let's go here. Okay, so now it's time to decide the rest of the route and what it is that we want to do. So we'll explore along the edge so that we uncover more of the map. Is it worth searching the caravan again on the way back? Yep, maybe. That's only going to use a few rations, so not too bad. Doing the plus or minus, you can add additional rations if you want to. We can assign it automatically. So if you think you're going to change your route on the way, what it would be worth doing is taking additional rations with you so you can be out in the wilderness for longer. We're not planning on doing that, so we'll just take the amount that we need for the journey and send them on their way. Oh, well, broccoli's ready. Notification just popped up. Okay, so we can harvest that now. But of course at the moment Alistair is cleaning the shelter, so speed up time. And come on, there we go. Go and harvest, thank you. Harvest that plant, ding dong. There we go, and we're going to get 4 broccoli and a 1-star broccoli seed. So plant some more. There we go, get that planted, skip forwards, let's have a look. We've arrived at our first destination. So there's some fuel, leather, lens, metal, that's worth taking. Bullets, definitely take. Nails, clothes, a book, some bones, radio, TV, broken toys, empty fuel can, 3-star pipe, we'll take that. A couple of microwaves there as well. Take one of those, take both. There's 4 frying pans, they're definitely worth taking for the metal scraps. We'll take the glass as well, and the rubber, and the plastic. Should we take the... yeah, we'll take the hinge as well. The spring, there's one of those. I want to take the wood. Yeah, that'll do. Take a crate as well, and the spring. There we go. We've only left a few items behind. We're at max weight pretty much, so 181 out of 185. And we are searching another 2 more locations, but at the end of the day, I'm not expecting there to be a huge amount there. And for the water place, that I do want to see. So there's going to be a lot of stuff, but we'll just have to journey back and revisit it. Let's delete these waypoints though, and change our route and just head back, because we're going to uncover some extra territory anyway, and there's also other locations that we haven't visited yet, so not the end of the world. Speed up time. George is having a meal. There's another rabbit there running around at the top. Oh, and we've had an encounter, so investigate with a new order. Okay. Yep, we know we have a trusted relationship, so because of our leadership trait. So yep, let's do a trade, see what they've got. Anything interesting. So they've got some seeds, they've got some nylon, and they've got a 1-star bucket, so a few different bits and pieces that are worth taking. So we'll drop the bucket in there as well. The nylon's quite expensive because it's a 3-star. We don't really need the wood, so let's trade back for what we've got, because we are very close to our weight limit, and the weight of those items, we need to make sure that we get rid of enough. So radio weighs quite a bit, and it's also worth 15. TV is worth 20, and it weighs 15. So we can use glass, because we know that the bucket doesn't actually weigh that much and should fit within our weight calculation. So we can try getting... should we do it at that? Should we do it at 35? We're giving more than we're taking. I mean, that nylon's worth 30, for goodness sake. The wood is a weight of 3, so that's 8, 9, 10, that's 180, plus the bucket is 3, so that's 183, but the seeds weigh nothing. So we're at 35 and 37.5. We could maybe add something to even it up, or pop the wood back and do the deal. There we go, that works. Okay, trade complete. New order thanks you for your business. You get a charisma boost, of course, every time you have a successful trade deal, which is great. Because charisma skills are definitely worth having. You get so many buffs inside the shelter and outside from charisma that it's worth getting it leveled up. Right, Alistair now of course is back in the shelter on his lonesome. All of his stats are pretty good at the moment. Let's rearrange the shelter. Let's move stuff around a bit. So the bed can go over there. Let's move the shower and the toilet down to the opposite end, so it's a bit easier to get to, because sleep doesn't matter so much. There we go, move that over to the far left. Line the storage up. There we go. Okay, so let's just have a look around the shelter as we're rearranging. We could eventually, at some point, what we will do is turn that top right into a freezer room, and we will reorganize stuff so that we can do that, including moving the generator and the locker down to the 2nd floor and 3rd floor respectively. So the generator down to the basement, or the lowest floor we've built, so that we can create a freezer room. Because at the moment temperature's not too much of an issue, because the inside of the shelter is actually quite cold, but eventually going forwards you're going to want to create a freezer, and you do that by putting in a partition wall and putting in a couple of tier 2 fans set at -1 or -2 degrees Celsius, and that will stop your food from degrading, so your food will not go off if you do that. So that is a big tip. If you want your food to survive, especially when you've got lots of different things like rice, tomatoes, carrots, onions, various stews and soups, you will want it so that they don't rot. And the best way to do that is have yourself a freezer room. So again, we'll go into it in detail, but I gave you the basics. Oh, we've got a trader. So let's have a quick look. We've also got another place has been explored as well, so we need to get that dealt with. Right, what have we got? We've got some burnt clothes, we'll take those. Junk piles, yeah, we'll definitely take those. 1-star wool, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take the 2-star as well. Soap, no. Leather, no. Okay, we're at 34.5 as a trade value, so not terrible. Just having a look at everything that's there in comparison to what we have. It's worth deciding whether to take the games consoles, the radio, the broken toys, whether to do that or not. Okay, so let's add more items that we can trade. We'll have to then think about what we're actually going to trade, but let's take the leather. What else do we want? Let's take a broken games console, radio, broken toys. We'll take both of those as well. There we go. We're now at 99 for a trade value, so we need to find out what we can trade for 99. They're only worth 2.5, so next to nil. So we need to find some items that are a bit higher in the trade value. That first aid kit, we'll probably add that. That's worth 20. We've got 3 at the moment, and it's a 3-star. Albeit that potentially hinders further excursions further down the line if we run out of med kits. But we are early in the game and we can manufacture stuff. So, and then later in the game, when you unlock the 20% boost into excellent quality items crafted at the workbench, your chances of making 3-star items are very high. So we'll get rid of the plants because we're not making any homemade remedies yet. A bit of plastic, 3-star. We don't need any 3-star plastic yet. Take the other flowers as well, so that's us at 64. Medkit will put us up to 84. So let's go. Yep, metal, yeah, not really worth it. Again, some of the trade items aren't actually worth trading. So medkit, that's worth 20. I'm going to pop that onto the list. That puts us at 84. Maybe some bandages, that's another 10. So attempt trade maybe at 68%. No, let's add a little bit more. So 2.5, 96.5, 84% chance of success. Do we want to take anything else? Wow, that sensor is worth 54. Blimey. $54 for a sensor. Okay. Right, traders agreed with our deal. Fantastic. These guys have found the items, so let's see. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff there. Right, there's a blueprint as well. Oh, let's see what it is. Battery bank. Oh, yes. That now means we can start thinking about building our electricity grid in the forms of wind turbines and a battery bank that allows us to store that energy to power our shelter. We'll take all the other small light bits as well. We can always come back for the rest. So not too much of a problem. Do we want to take any of that stuff? Eeny, meeny, miny. Yep, we'll take one. And we'll take that as well. That racks up with everything else we've taken. And we're at maximum capacity. But what we can do, as I said, is we can always come back to the location to finish what we need to do. So not a problem. So confirm, close that off, and they will come back to the shelter. Lovely. Okay, what we can do now is speed up time and get things sorted out, or actually just let Alistair repair stuff. What does he need? He needs a shower, doesn't he? He doesn't really need the toilet, but we use it anyway. As I was saying, use the toilet first, get rid of the need, as long as you've got enough water, of course. If you're very tight for water, you maybe need to manipulate what you're doing, but not the end of the world. So there we go, gone to the loo, get that to 0, and then go and have your shower. With soap means that's over pretty much instantly using almost no water. Now you can drink some water. There we go. Our guys are on their way back, so let's speed up time. Ding, 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 ding. They are coming home. They are coming home. They're coming home. Nearly back. There we go. Okay, so we'll do a take. Oh no, that's me looking at the trader again, isn't it? Yeah, I can buy back my soup for more than I paid for it if I want. That's certainly an option, or not. Yeah, alright. So we can close that off now. We can get rid. Closey, closey. And I think what we'll do is we will finish this episode in the very near future. Our guys should be just about back through the door. Come on. They should be there. And there's the items. Okay, so now that we've done that, we'll do a take all, confirm, and that is pretty much it for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There is just one little thing to do, and that is accept our first guest into the shelter who is about to appear at the doorway, and that's good old Martha, and we're going to say yes. And she will be the first new resident in our shelter. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Know-It-All Gaming. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until part 4, see you then.